I can barely see the players. I wish this TV was bigger. There's always a better way. That's better. So if there's one company that's been pushing the limits of AR in recent years, it's been Xreal. They've been at this for a really long time. They actually make the world's best-selling AR glasses that are a perfect device for sort of a mobile immersive experience. And now they're here with their latest and greatest Air 2 Pro, delivering an incredible AR experience wherever you want to go. And if Xreal sounds familiar to you, I've actually worked with them a few times in the past, checking out some of their awesome stuff. But before I show you what's new with these, the Xreal Air 2 Pro, let me do my favorite thing. Thank you for being awesome, good, kind human beings. Give you a chance to win not 100, not 200, not 300, not even 400, but $500. All you gotta do, leave me a comment down below. Tell me the first thing that you would watch on your brand new Xreal Air 2 Pro glasses. Tell me a dad joke, tell me a fact about yourself. Just make sure there's a way for me to contact you either with your social handle in that comment or a link on your YouTube page. Give the video a thumbs up. Let it run for 10 days, open to anyone in the world. All information though will be down in the description. And to step up the giveaway action, aside from just the money, Xreal is going to be giving away 3 pairs of Xreal Air glasses from the comments. So get commenting, the more you leave, the better chance you have of winning. So the Xreal Air 2 Pro does a ton of stuff, but like the journey with them starts with the box. So here's what you're gonna get inside. Obviously, you're getting your Xreal Air 2 Pros, prescription lens frames too. So if you have a prescription and you want those, you've got the option to order those. You're gonna get a detachable USB Type-C cable, a light shield, 3 different types of nose pads for different noses, a travel case, and a cleaning cloth. I think when most of us hear the word AR or augmented reality, we think of movies with these floating screens and high-tech sound effects. But what do you actually use these for? So for me, with my time with it, there have been 3 main things. You got play, gaming, and of course work. The Air 2 line lets you seamlessly get a huge screen experience anywhere without strapping anything to your head. No big goggles, you're not limited to some dystopian virtual environment. You could work with these, you could watch content with these, really everything looked good. And that's because the display hardware here is super impressive. But also stands out to me is refinement in the design and the hardware of the glasses themselves. So they took a design that was already thin and light and now made it 10% thinner and 10% lighter, and combining that with elastic templates, flexible hinge, and an all-new air cushion nose pad, that means these are comfortable to wear for very long periods of time. They're also TUV certified for eye comfort and their low blue light flicker-free display. What's also noticeable is the weight here. You really can feel the lack of weight on your ears. The Air 2 Pro comes in at 75 grams, thanks in part to the fact that there's no battery here to weigh these down. With the Air 2 Pro, you're able to dynamically adjust how much outside light you see, adding even more to the immersion by being able to block out light and focus on the content. So the Air 2 and Air 2 Pro are doubling down on what made the first gen Air so great, and that's portability, comfort, and immersion. So let me start with the last point first, as this lineup packs the newest 0.55 micro OLED panels from Sony that deliver an incredible experience using some of the most advanced display tech on the market. And these displays have been factory calibrated to deliver high-level color, kind of akin to pro monitors. And while it's impossible for me to show you what I can see, I can say that it looks as good as it sounds. So we're talking up to a 330-inch screen that is now 25% brighter and up to 500 nits, and also supports 120 Hz refresh rate for gaming. So you're getting a 1080p resolution in each eye and a 46-degree field of view. The content is colorful, it's sharp and clear, and with the electrochromatic dimming feature of the Air 2 Pro, you're able to instantly toggle 3 different immersion settings to block out 99.9% of the light. And when I test these things, no matter how good the lenses are, the big test for me has been, can I read text on it? Videos can look fine, but text can sometimes look pixelated and not clear. Text here looked exactly like I would see it if I was on my phone, when I mirrored my phone, reading a website. Everything looks very clear and crisp. The displays are really good, but I think when you don't have headphones paired, the sound matters too to get sort of that full immersive experience. So the Xreal Air 2 Pro is using phase anechoic technology, which essentially just means you're gonna get great sound from an open ear design without having to worry about the sound kind of bleeding out to the world around you so other people can't hear what you're listening to. So just to kind of show it, here's a quick demo to see how fast the sound actually fades. So next question is where they're getting power from. They're getting it straight from the source device, which is great, but if you need to charge and use the glasses at the same time, Xreal thought of that, and that's why they have the Xreal Hub. It's a real simple adapter that allows you to easily plug in and provide full power to your device, giving you an uninterrupted experience even when your device's battery is getting low. So you're plugging this into your Android device or your iPhone, your phone will power the Xreal glasses, but if you want to power your phone too, that's what the Hub is going to be for. So one of my favorites is the most simple, and that's just throwing up whatever I've got on my iPhone or iPad to a huge display in aircasting mode. The glasses just plug right into the device with USB Type-C display out. Now that the iPhone's finally rocking USB Type-C, you literally just plug it in, and boom. You've got a mirror image of my entire 6.7-inch iPhone screen, just 50 times bigger. This has been awesome for lying in bed, watching movies, but especially good for travel since hotel TVs notoriously stink. And now this can be your TV or entertainment device and so much more. For me, the real sweet spot of these has also been on an airplane. I don't always want to watch something on an iPad or my phone, but having a giant screen without looking weird with a huge goggles on my face has been a perfect use case for the glasses. All right, so I want to get some work done or do some gaming. I like to pair the Air 2s with the X-Beam as kind of unlock some pretty sick features to dial in your content experience even more. So this iPod looking device actually has a built-in battery and could work on its own with its own OS, apps, and features. It's also got a USB Type-C input, so I can use HDMI to USB Type-C to plug in a Switch or a game console, really anything I want. It's amazing for games as well too. Again, you've got up to 120 hertz, so games feel fast, they feel fluid. Being able to have this giant display makes it all feel extremely immersive, and pairing this with my Steam Deck has been a ton of fun. All right, so now that you know what the Air 2 lineup can do, let me show you how it works and how I generally use it with a pair of Air 2 Pros. All right, so I plugged the Air 2 Pros into an S24 Ultra. You can plug it into an iPhone, but you generally just get screen mirroring. But when you plug it into Android, it opens up the wide world of the Nebula app where you've got a full immersive experience here. Before I get into it, a couple things that I think stand out as pretty awesome. So there's really two main buttons on the right stem. The little one handles electrochromatic, so now things for me went completely black. If I tap it again, I can now see things clearly. I can see everybody around me, I can have a conversation. You can do anything you want here, but then with a click of the button, it goes completely black. That's cool. There's also two different darkness settings too, so if you press it again, it goes even darker, and then you've got brightness settings. But inside the Nebula app, you get sort of full functioning operating system. And you can do a couple things. This is where you can kind of demonstrate the body anchor, which is kind of what I'm using right now. So I'm sitting, as I move my head, more of the window starts to show up. So looking right here, I see a bunch of icons, like Google's there, Outlook, weather. But as I move, I start to see a bunch of video options here. Move again, a bunch of game options there. So really, as you move, the screen moves with you. The other option is smooth follow, where it's going to follow your head as you move. You can kind of see everything as you move your head. I like the body anchor. I'm mostly sitting down when I'm using this, but you can kind of pick what's best for you. So obviously AR is not really a new thing, but what I really like here and the approach that Xreal's taken is it can be as immersive or not immersive as you want. So being able to see the world and let it in, then have to push to the button, have kind of the world go away, is really nice to have. Also, you can do it without looking like you're wearing something gigantic on your face. That's huge. The fact that these look just like regular glasses with a wire in the back makes me feel a bit more comfortable wearing them out in public. If you do want even more immersion, what you get with electrochromatic, you've got a little shade you can put on top, which will really block out absolutely everything. Then you can just use the displays. You're also gonna get the case with it as well, so keep it safe. It's like a big glasses case. Also for customization, you can move the arms up or down to get the right comfort. Kind of feel like you're gonna break it, but it's meant to do that. You can find the right angle for you. It's really helpful with making sure that the screen is displaying the right way. People ask sometimes what's the best way to experience AR, and I think the Air 2 lineup from Xreal is probably the perfect way to do it. They pack a familiar and comfortable design with cutting-edge technology to experience movies and games in an entirely new way. They're incredibly easy to use, and I love that the Air 2 Pro adds to that immersion with electrochromatic display. If you want to learn more about the Xreal Air 2 Pro or any of the Xreal products, be sure to check out the information down below. Also, if you decide to buy these, use my exclusive code. You can grab Xreal Air for only $239 instead of $299. Also, and again, Xreal is going to be giving away 3 pairs of Xreal Air glasses chosen from the comment section.